Good morning, good morning. It's another day in the city of Lagos. Today is the 5th of June 2023. 2 days to the planned strike by the Nigerian Labour Congress. Yesterday, the Trade Union Congress met with the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the agreement on the table. And there's a plan to work out modalities for palliatives and the implementation of those palliatives for Nigerians and the civil servants. Let's look at the nation this morning. The front page of Nation, you can see Dele Alake and some of the members of the Trade Union Congress having that meeting. But NLC boycotts talk with the federal government. NLC insists on Wednesday strike. That is where we are at today. Their absence surprising, but differences will be resolved soon. That is Alake saying that the absence of the NLC is surprising, that the differences will be resolved soon. The NLC is asking that they should revert to the old price, 185 naira per litre, and not 400 to 500 naira per litre. Okay, Trade Union Congress demands increase in minimum wage, tax holiday, and others. The talks to continue Tuesday. Federal government to raise a tripartite committee on the fuel subsidy. Ipman hails federal government over approval for private importers. Says that the price will crash. That is for Ipman. Private importers of fuel in the markets will crash the price. They should probe missing $2.1 billion, 3.1 trillion on fuel subsidy payments or face legal action. Sirap tells Tinubu, will Tinubu probe the Buhari government or other governments? That's the question. On the seat at home, Bishop Ona Chukuma, Enugu Town Union's backer, the Governor Mba, on sit at home, the ban on sit at home. Anxiety in military over expected appointment of new service chiefs. 300 generals, admirals, AVMs will reach retirement. You know how it's been done in the military. If a junior officer is appointed, every other officer above will retire. So there's anxiety in the military over expected appointments of new service chiefs. As gunmen abduct Catholic priest in Anambra State. National Assembly leadership, Ohanes will task Southeast lawmakers to vote with discretion. Group mobilizing support for Kalu. Ohanes is supporting Ojuzo Kalu for the Senate presidency. We have the Nation newspaper this morning. Subsidy, federal government okays action on TUC demands. Yes, OPEC orders cut production to stabilize oil price. This NLC strike to begin Wednesday. So Lundu may urge labor to self-industrial action. Ipman predicts a petrol price crash. Dialogue needed. I have Mazi. Mazi, good morning.
Hey, my brother, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, how are you doing? Then happy new week to you, our viewers. Happy new week. Have a very wonderful, joyous, blissful new week. Monday.
Okay, let's move on. We have a NLC plan strike Wednesday, but TUC is having a different stance.
You know, yeah. You know what happened? TUC is more or less business people. Do you understand? Well, and the NLC is still, you know, encompassed workers, both federal and state level, industrial workers, you know, private and the public. Do you understand? So there are two different groups, only that's under the same umbrella. International Labour Organization, then Nigerian Labour Congress. That's what their platform is, you know, represented. So what happens is that TUC, they are insisting on another thing. It's quite different from letting everybody to, you know, fight government by sit at home.
Is NLC divided?
They are not divided. I don't believe. Anybody that's telling you that they are divided means APC has bribed another, you know, fashion. APC has come into the group and divide them as usual with money. Because, you know, APC can bribe out anything, especially the so-called Nigerian president. He can use his money to do anything. So if NLC is divided, I won't say no. Yes, to it. Because money can do all things. That's what Tinubu believes. So what I'm trying to say is that sit at home is a welcome idea because that's the only way you could fight government. You can't fight government with gun, sticks, and clubs. You can only fight government with
Protests.
yeah,
Protests.
yes, protests. That's what we can use to fight
In
government.
Nigeria.
Yes, it is possible. If they want to shoot again, they should shoot. That's it. But labor staying at home is different from labor coming out to protest. If you sit at home, it's more peaceful than rioting. Then rioting is a different thing from peaceful protests. I didn't understand. Protest is but with bloodlessness. But riot is what? So boisterous, so murderous, so dangerous, and bloody as well. So if labor sit at home, it means they are peaceful.
Between dialogue and protest, which one do you think is expedient?
Dialoguing is more expedient because if you dialogue, we will know where we are today. If the government is about reducing the price, we're gonna know. That is when we say that we have reached a truce with government. But when you protest without dialoguing, it will be prolonging things. There will be what? Lawlessness and anarchy, which the government of the day is asking, so that they will give their order of shoot at sight. And you know, if anybody starts being shot at sight in this kind of situation, you know what's going to be the result. That can't talk all your talk the way you want to talk.
Okay,
So,
if you have meeting with government,
yes, if you have meeting with the government, you know, you people should settle. You should arrive on certain points. Do you understand? But see, the same good result again is going to produce if government is going to slack or come down a bit. And you will remember that that is how it is in Nigeria. If Nigerian government said we are going to sell oil 100,000 naira, 100,000, if you meet with the government, what happened? They will bring it low to a minimal level. And that is what everybody is expecting. If you have meeting with them, don't expect that 580 or 480. They should slash it up. I think you understand. They should remove it all. No, they will tell you like 350 or 200. That's how we go protesting again. During Obasanjo regime, we protested. 2003, we protested. Obasanjo came down.
one of the subsidies during Jonathan.
Subsidy removal. Nobody, even people that are protesting against subsidy, they don't know the meaning. Nobody knew the meaning of subsidy in 2011. Do you know what happened? The protests across the country intimidated Jonathan into believing on never go that side again. And again, you should know that somebody from USA with an experience of, world business, world economy was our finance minister then. I'm talking in the person of Okonjo-Iweala. Okonjo-Iweala, he doesn't want the government to be dissolved. They had roundtable talk with the FEC, especially FEC. They said, let this subsidy go down now. But I want to tell you that the champions of the protest staged in 2011 against oil subsidy is the main person, president now, currently. Tinubu, parallel government, occupy Nigeria against subsidy. Tunde Bakare, motivational speaker. He went against that suggestion, idea of removing subsidy in 2011 as a pastor. He led protests all the way from Lagos to Ojota Park to Ibadan to Gongola State, former Gongola. That was Tunde Bakare. He did not see anything good in subsidy, oil subsidy. See, let me tell you. Now, as a man of God, whom you prove you are, you should come out against Buhari. Buhari committed more than oil subsidy. You should come out against your brother Tinubu. Call him Mr. President. He said, the reason why I will not call Tinubu my president, look at you. Are you better than Tinubu? Is Tunde Bakare better than Tinubu? So, you don't hand under the umbrella of Christianity or Christendom to tell us all manner of lies and intimidations. Okay. Tinubu spanked on oil subsidy. Likewise, Tundabakare, late Odumaki, Femi Falana, all of them. Ubani, late. I think that one is gone. Okay, not the other chairman. Okay, not the other chairman. Okay, let me tell you. See, they should know that it is bad to do somebody bad. Before you do somebody bad, do it to yourself and know how you feel. What they did to Jonathan in 2011. See, if the youth protest or labor protest, I think by the grace of God, it is going to be tripled. What Jonathan received as insult in 2011. I don't want it to trigger off. If protests either by labor or TUC or the obedient trigger of this late hour, this 2023. Okay, let me tell you, there will be anarchy. I'm just proffering solution. I'm not suggesting trouble. But let this government never allow something like that to come upon them because they won't stand it.
It's NLC partisan. The accusation that they are working with Labour Party, NLC.
I don't think they are partisan. Labour is there. Labour as a platform that is holding the whole precision electrical workers and the rest of them. Even the civil servants up to federal level, state level to local government, everybody is under Labour. Labour is the biggest platform in any country, in any government that has the power, the impetus, the prerogative to thwart any hard policy any government is coming out. It's only Labour, NLC. So they are not partisan. They are on their own. Labour is independent of any organization, independent of any government. So Labour Party has nothing to do with Labour. So if Nigerian government under Tinubu is suggesting that Obi is gingering the youth to protest, the Labour group to protest, the Labour platform under NLC to protest, such a person is looking for trouble. Because if you dare touch him, if you dare touch Obi, you will find out that this government is very, very weak as people as snail. Government is proven to be powerful, but people is powerful, more powerful than government.
Okay, sit at home. Bishop Ona Chukuma, Enugu Town Union's back Governor Umba.
Let me tell you, it's better for Ona Chukuma. Ona is from Nsoka axis. Reverend Ona should have worked hard in Anambra State, contest under Labour or APC or PDP, and win election, so that the people of that state will breathe peace. Ona is talking nonsense, suggesting against IPOB that has been sitting at home for over how many years now. What does IPOB, Biafra, has to do with what? Papacy. Vatican City in Rome, the headquarters of the whole Catholic Church. As IPOB did not offend anything like that. The papacy are there, headed by Pope. I think understand. Vatican has never been disturbed by Biafran man, Igbo man, or Amoteku people, Oduduwa. So Honor is getting it out of context. Honor is digging his grave. He should stay away from those people. Let Biafran state, let Biafran actualization not swallow his head. I make it clear. Somebody, what is that his name, in Benue State, a reverend father, he loved his people. He took the bull getting one by the bull, by the horn. He won election there in Benue State. Benue indigenous, they love him. Honor, if you are generally loved in Enugu State, you're supposed to have what? Taken the bull by the horns, so that you will win election in Enugu State and help the people there. I think you understand. Honor is now kicking against it at home. Honor, your father fought during the Biafran War. He is suffering. Now, we want to go back to our state, where we come from. Honor, as a reverend father, has not seen anything good in Biafra agitation. Honor should go and sit down. Honor, go and sit down. Leave Southeastern youths to be. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
Kicking against it at home, ordering Mba to shoot Igbo youths in Enugu axis. I am against it, Reverend Father or Heavenly Father. Reverend Father, no. You can't ask God before you talk. Reverend Father, no.
Thank you very much. Honorable Kule, good morning.
Good morning, Christian. Good morning.
Let me read this out to you. NLC is not partisan. Labour is saying government should put in place a working refinery, provide social welfare package. There's hunger in Nigeria.
Yeah, I won't even go there now. Let me just send my condolence to the Dokwesi family.
Okay.
I mean, lost a great icon, an icon of modernization of media, space. I mean, an icon that came, he saw, and he conquered because he faced a lot of turbulence. And he won. He made sure he conquered. He fought the battle and he conquered the battle. Especially the third term of Obasanjo. As it is now, I give kudos to him. Nevertheless, there was shortcomings from him on his AIT, with dehumanization, dehumanization of candidates, some candidates. But we cannot query God. May his soul rest in peace. Right? Then to the viewers, we are here to talk again. We won't mind any abuse coming. We have to tell ourselves. We have to tell ourselves the truth. No. They should keep abusing. I think there are some premature people among them. So good morning to you.
You're talking about going out for strike. There's a strike on Wednesday.
Yeah, there's a strike, and that strike should start from the labor themselves. They should invoke that strike on themselves, because what are they striking for? They are striking for removal of fuel subsidies. And I'm telling you, what is the role of Pengasson? What is the role of Nupeng? Are they not aware that those people are stealing our oil? The Pengasson, are they not aware that our oil is being stolen daily? You see all this labor, they're just telling you labor. They are labor to steal. They are labor to cheat. They are labor to benefit themselves. They are calling themselves labor. You are joining them. Are you part of the labor? When they want to increase their salary now, with the salary increment, will it affect me?
The petrol price affects everybody.
The petrol price Ajero cannot tell me the petrol price is affected. They have a mission. They want to,
the petrol price.
Let me tell you,
labor, it affects you.
Let me tell you, it affects all sectors.
Oh, yeah.
It affects the market women. It affects me. It affects. But I'm telling you, I'm not happy with what is going on. I say it affects me. Okay. Get my words clear. Okay. I'm not happy with what is going on because we are paying the hard price for it. But I'm happy if they can deal with the cabals, just 30 people controlling our destiny. 30 people controlling our destiny, and they pick them along the regions. So don't blame anybody that is all this Hausa, is Yoruba, it's a collective issue. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Kanuri, mention them. They are the cabals that are killing us. They go. Were you aware that one of the party chairman's son, was part of the subsidy guys? He just took a vessel on the sea, on icy, turned around
his name.
Mamadou Ali. I won't be scared to be picked up. So when we say truth here, some people we start saying jargons, and they're not even on ground to know what is happening here.
Ali.
It was caught. He turned around, empty vessels, and that was when the probe. There was a probe one time that they probed all those oil subsidy. That $10, then Farouk. That Farouk was bribed with dollars. That I put the dollars inside. You see, we forgot things easily. That's why we can't catch up. We cannot catch up with the governance of the country because we are too docile to remember things.
So Nigerians are coming out to strike on Wednesday.
What strike for? For what? Don't waste your time. What I'm waiting for is the palliative. The person that removed the subsidy knows that he has to give palliative to the citizen. Yeah, if it is 10,000 every month to cushion the effects.
How many million Nigerians?
No, we don't want to know. Because when they are stealing that oil, they never put us into consideration that there are people on ground that are suffering for it. So this time around, if it is 10,000, they are giving everybody as palliative.
Is there a database that they can capture all Nigerians?
Don't they have a database?
I'm asking you.
Don't they have NIF? NIM that you did? Is it not a database? If you don't have a database, you don't know how to compose a database. Go to banks. How are they composing their customer BVN? Thank you very much. So we don't need to start
How
asking
many
such
Nigerians-
elementary questions. Then.
Come. How many Nigerians
Are
have
bankable.
Yes.
Are bankable.
Okay.
Are bankable.
Yes.
Then that one is even more easier. In the what's it called? Use their electronic what's it called? Their card. No, the one they used to vote. That's INEC card, voters card. INEC voters
How
card.
many Nigerians
Go
have
to the
voters
youth.
card?
All those mama where you see,
We
they
have
get voters
so
card.
far, INEC,
All those.
INEC declared
Well, you know where?
86
Wait.
Nigerians have
Wait,
voters card.
86
So out
million.
of over 200 million, so
out
86
of-
million Nigerians. Look at the logic.
The logic now. The youths. Let me now tell you, the 86 composes of the youths. Majority, I mean, let's say 60% of the voters composes of the youths. Now, when you are now saying how many Nigerians, go to the village. Voters card. You can use their voters
Nigeria
card.
have a database that can capture majority
But
of
how
Nigerians.
did banks?
That's the question.
How did banks have the database?
How many people have bank accounts?
How many people have bank accounts?
Yes.
Then if you can't get those people that does not have bank accounts, go to village. They have their voters card. All those our mama where you they see. All those our iya, our grandmother. Why you not aware a 90-something years old woman that came to polling you to vote? Why you not aware of that woman?
What's the population of Nigeria?
The population, we are 220 million or more than that.
Over.
We don't even know our population.
Over.
Don't let us go
What is
there.
the population of
Don't-
people that have
don't-
bank accounts?
Don't let us go there. Don't let us
Sorry,
go there.
voters card.
Voters card.
Yeah.
As it is, it was they said almost 90 million
86
people.
million. 86
No.
million. INEC.
It can't be 86 million.
INEC.
And Tinubu,
86.
it is more than that.
86
Some
million.
people did not
Should we
show up.
confirm it?
Some people did not show up.
INEC declared 86
86
million.
million
That's the body-
registered voters.
Yeah, that's the
They
body
they registered
in charge
voters.
of that.
Yes. How many people now
So
vote?
86
How
minus over 220.
Don't let us go there. You said INEC declare 86 million registered voters. Then how many people vote? The voters on that. It's
No,
not
we are talking about the database.
the
They are
database.
saying they
We
should-
can't. They may not be able to capture everybody. But you are talking of the remote area.
Let's look at the
remote area.
sincerity of government, the accountability, the transparency of government.
When you look,
During the palliative,
when you are sitting down, when you are sitting down on the window, on the fence,
Okay.
and you are just looking like mumu for the sincerity of God, it's you now that will have to pressurize the government. You have to come out and pressurize the government. You need palliative, and that palliative you said you are going to give. You know, we are too docile in one thing.
2020, during the COVID-19, the people sit down.
The people
Did they
sit
come out to protest?
during the COVID.
Yeah.
Did they protest or NSAS? Is it NSAS you say?
They came out to protest.
What was it NSAS then?
The palliative that were meant for Nigerians, Nigerians received this palliative.
They diverted it.
So
But
when
you see,
Nigerians sitting down,
it's because you've tolerated this enough and you've been docile for a while.
Nigerians were not sitting down.
They broke it, but the docility, you extended to this time. If you want to engage me, you are free to engage me. Your docility, we are too docile. We tolerated. No, I don't even need you to address. If you want to, because I know you are good in that, engaging the truth. You know. So what is there is you've tolerated all this nonsense, right? And I'm telling you, where is Matthew? Where is Matthew in the 90s? I don't know when the Aluta was still real Aluta. Any small bad policy, from the government, you will see the youth, the student. Then was when we have the student union. Then was when we have real student union. Then was when we have the real Aluta, the real labor union. It's not the labor union of Ajero now. Ajero brother is a politician. He is contesting all that.
It's Labour Congress partisan.
They are fucking partisan. Don't even.
Don't use the F word now.
They are partisan. If they are not partisan, right? Labor movement, Labour Party is in alliance with Labour Party. That's Labour Union is in alliance. Take it or leave it. And their ethnic.
You say I should take it or leave it.
Take it for a free. I will not tell you take it for a free. Don't even argue.
Convince me that they are in alliance.
Okay, they are in alliance. Okay, thank you very much. I want to tell you that in courts, when they went to courts, why is it that Apampa
On the first subsidy.
and the plan strike, the plan strike? Why I'm telling you they are in alliance, they are partisan is within themselves. They have Pengasan, they have no Peng. They can't tell me no Peng does not know that there's corruption in the oil, sector. And no Peng or Pengasan does not know, they can't deny they are not a partaker in that corrupt, what's it called, web of corruption in that, they can't tell me that. Then secondly, this same Labour, right?
Party and NLC.
Labour Party,
have
this
shifted
same,
to
this
beg and
same
stand.
Labour
Okay.
Party, I'm telling you, Labour movement, that's Labour Union. When ASU was on strike, how long did it take them for him to intervene? Answer me now. How long did it take Nigerian Labour? Ajero should go and sit down. You know, I commended him about the Naira policy, but this time around, it's been partisan. And it's bringing ethnicity. It's bringing ethnicity. It's bringing ethnicity. When I say anything about Labour, I think I have more experience of Labour, how Labour operates, than you. I've been following Labour right from Pascal era. Where were you in Pascal era? Where were you? That we will go. Do you know the head office then? Where's the head office?
So
do you know the head office? Thank you. That's where we assemble. That's where we assemble. If your question is worth answering, I will answer it. If it does not worth answering,
you know what I mean.
You know?
I agree.
We gather at Tejo. That is where the head office of Labour, Nigerian Labour Congress is. As soon as it is 7 o'clock, everybody will assemble. The Unilag guys, being led by Showore and Malcolm X, they will be there.
Convince me that Labour is partisan. You are just going around.
Now, the head of Labour himself is interfering into Abga politics. Where his junior brother contested.
I've not seen that. I've not seen that anywhere.
You've not seen. You will say you've not seen.
No, you show me. No,
and it's your Igbo state. Are you not from Abia?
I'm from Abia State.
That means you are not so.
I've not seen it.
You don't have deep information about what is going on. You are just here. You want to hear. I'm telling you. How will I show you? I will show you.
How did you?
I'm telling you now. You don't believe.
You have a phone. You can. Where you get your information from?
I will send it to you.
I'm free.
Tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
Say what? Google about what's it called? Ajero.
Does that mean it's partisan?
It's fucking
regarding to the fuel subsidy.
Look at what they are doing to our pamper. They are becoming sectional Labour. They are becoming. Where do you go see? Najero, Osifo, all this thing. Now, what they say? What they say? What they say? What they say? We don't know. As anybody will want mad because of the subsidy, they should get mad. But me, I want those Kaba to be dealt with, because those Kaba, they are just not better than us, and they cannot just be taking, our own commonwealth and pocketing it in their pocket. Anybody that belongs to those subsidy, with what's it called? Their life not be better again. In their life, and we want to know them. They need to be stoned. They need to be stoned. They need to be stoned, and that is why I said the probe. Somebody was saying something about when Jonathan was there was protest. There was protest. Let me now tell you what brought about Jonathan protest. They said if the enemy inside did not kill you, the one outside cannot have information to kill you. It was from Jonathan party then. Then Saraki was the chairman of Ecological Fund in the Senate. He was one that raised, say there's enough money is being missing. Then Sanusi too came up. This Sanusi served under Jonathan. Sanusi said $20 billion was missing in the oil reserve account. Were you not aware of those things? Were you not aware? And you don't correct these people when they come telling lies here. They come here telling lies. Don't let us be sectional. If you want to be fact, be fact. Don't remove sectional from remove favorism. All these people, they need to be well informed. They don't know anything. They will just come and start dashing out.
Your hand is fresh.
Thank you.
The subsidy didn't affect them, Mr. Kunle. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Sorry, Mr. Matthew. Sorry.
I'm not calling. I might be no.
1 minute. Yes, our viewers, thank you very much. We are going to switch over to our other channel, Flip TV Plus. There's a link there that you click so as to join the channel, so as you can listen to our General Secretary this morning on topical issues in the country. So in the next 1, 2, 3 minutes, we'll switch over to Flip TV Plus so that you can enjoy the program. Flip TV Plus on YouTube all together. Click on it, subscribe, so that you get notified when we are live. I mean, one switch over. I just spent 15 minutes of.
Why is this over? You use, I go use.
Yeah, there's